I sold something today that I haven't sold in a long time, and I never really said it, I never set it in stone, but I pretty much told myself years ago that I probably wasn't going to be selling any of these anymore. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. My name's Kevin. We're in my Commonwealth cabin here. If you're new, there's a fly. There's been the same fly in here for days. I don't quite understand it, but we can't get him out of here. I'm gonna get him out today. Let me tell you what, I'm a high school history teacher, and right about now in my life, there's about nowhere I'd rather be than right here in this Commonwealth cabin. So anyway, we had a whole bunch of sales. I sold something today that I haven't sold in a long time. And I never really said it, I never set it in stone, but I pretty much told myself years ago that I probably wasn't going to be selling any of these anymore, but I sold one anyway. So anyway, sold one of those, didn't make much money on it, which is part of the reason why I haven't been selling them lately. Plus, they're a little hard to ship, and I'll let you take a look at that one. And a bunch of other stuff sold today. I think we had 23 sales and only a few in demand for that. So anyway, let's take a look. All right, first thing is another one of these Christmas skunks, because that's a thing. Paid $2.50 for these at Walmart last season and sold quite a few, but we're getting down, I think, to 2 or 3 left of the skunk, and they're not going for much, and they're free shipping, which is kind of iffy with these, but they're usually making us around $8 to $11 in profit when they're all said and done. So a skunk with blue eyes as a Christmas decoration. Who knew? Hey, I forgot something the other day, and I wanted to mention it really quickly. I have showed you this before. It's a slee stack. It's the ancestor of a slee stack. And this came from Dave, Midwest Picker, who has been at it for a while on YouTube. He's been over 1,000 subs now for quite a while, but he was nice enough to send me some stickers, and it's a magnet, which I think is awesome. I put your card right there, Dave, and I'm going to put my sticker. Let me show you this real quick. You probably see that right there. So I put stickers up here. I also put stickers in the back. I guess I could do this later, but what the heck, we're doing it now, right? Also put stickers back here. And so I put one of your cards down there as well. I got to come up with a better system because my tape system is falling off. I'm thinking about maybe putting a little cork board up right here and putting them up there. I think that's what we'll do. At any rate, Dave, I wanted to do that really quick before I forgot again here. And he says, please enjoy the gifts. I wanted to say how much I enjoy your 2 YouTube channels. I still remember when you hit 600 subs. That's a lot. On which channel? Probably the Commonwealth Picker channel. Y'all, we are approaching 20,000, which is absolutely amazing. And when I start talking about that, I get a little emotional. So I'm not going to do it, but just want to say thank you. Thank you for the many shout outs of my channel. And a big thank you for supporting me by making that purchase of his Teespring to buy that mask. So you're very welcome, Dave. Soon I will be buying a GoPro camera and will be using your affiliate link to buy it. Well, that is very, very kind of you, and it is much appreciated. I don't talk about those very much, but there is a small group of viewers to this show who go out and darn fly. It's pestering. It's got it in for me. Hold on, let me see if I can get it out. All right, I failed. I was so close, but I failed. But there's a small group of folks who do that for all kinds of stuff, and they're buying things that aren't even on my list once they click in, and I just want to say thank you. But we're getting a little off our stream here, so anyway, Dave, thank you so much. Say hello to Blue Ridge Mama, Turner, and the brains of your operation, Reagan. God bless. Thank you, Dave. Hey, y'all, I totally forgot. Dave also sent us a Michigan plate, and that is awesome looking. And we will definitely find a cool place to put that thing. Thanks so much. All right, next thing on the list right here is this Meaningful Beauty Cindy Crawford. I went to a few garage sales and I hit a slow streak. You know, I buy something at almost every garage sale. Just, it's like a challenge to me. And I had bought a couple sandals for like $1, $2, $3, and they were gonna sell for like $12 plus shipping. Which that stuff doesn't make me happy. You know, you just throw it in a bucket and then maybe in the springtime you pull it out and make a little bit of money. And I saw this on the way out for $1. Actually, it didn't have a price tag. I asked them, and it was $1. And I got home and I looked it up, and it sells for 25 bucks. I'm like, that's not too bad. So we bought this Meaningful Beauty Cindy Crawford. Still has some plastic on it. And, you know, we'll make a good $18, maybe a little bit less profit on that one. All right, here's the item that I said I wouldn't sell anymore. It's not just this item, but these Wilton Cake Pans. It was one of the very first things I sold back in 2001. And I wasn't making much money on them, obviously, but they had a decent market. But here's why I don't sell them very much. I bought this for $1 and I sold it for $9 plus shipping. And it went to a viewer. I'm going to talk about you in just a second. But I don't do it. Occasionally when I see the graphics inside of it, I'm like, yeah, you know, I think there's that darn fly again. Occasionally when I see the graphics in it, I'll pick it up. And I love Garfield. And I know a few viewers love Garfield. So that's why I bought it. And a viewer bought it, but it wasn't the one I was expecting, Keith. The reason I don't is because they're light enough to ship first class. But you know how hard it is to find a box that is going to fit this thing that still allows it to go first class? It's not really easy, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do this one. But anyway, Garfield is headed out, and he's headed out to a viewer. This headed out to David. He says, I'm a big fan of your channel. Thanks for all the content you make. I recently converted my YouTube channel to a picking YouTube channel as well. Would love you to check it out sometimes. On YouTube, it's NC Picker. So North Carolina Picker, NC Picker. So thanks so much for that. We appreciate it, and best of luck with your little channel conversion. I know you have a bunch of subs over there. I'm curious. I got to go back and look at what the channel used to be about. Thanks so much. All right, here is a Samsung remote, and this one had no back, so we had to sell it really cheap. $6.50 plus shipping. All right, I bought this one at a garage sale. I paid $1 for it. And it was this sale. I was trying to find something, you know. Sometimes you get this personal attachment somehow, some way, emotional attachment to people you don't even know and you've never met before. And that was the kind of garage sale I was at. And it wasn't that far away from my house. It was down a road I had never even been down before. And there was this kid there that was just awesome. And then a grandmother and then a mother. And just, I wanted to buy something. And we managed to buy a few things. And this was one of them. I paid up for a few other things that I didn't really need or want. And he was selling the video games for $1. And I bought this one. Has no manual inside. Didn't even look it up, but I knew Minecraft would sell because my kids like Minecraft. And this one sold for $15 plus shipping. You probably remember me picking up this Looney Tunes hat. And when I picked it up, I thought I could get $10, $15 plus shipping for it. But I got $5 plus shipping for it. And I only paid $1, so we're making like $3 on the deal. Which is definitely not something I would pick up. But if you look at it closely, it's off-center. So the embroidery is on the right spot in the hat, but the bill is off, just turned off just a little bit. And I'm like, you know, I can't sell this thing for what I thought I would. And so I put it out there for $4.99 plus shipping and then described it, and it went to a viewer. So that's awesome. Love watching your channels. Cool hat for my brother. Thank you and take care, Crystal. Crystal, thank you so much. And other than that, it's in really good shape, and you got a pretty darn good deal on that. Made in the USA. Looney Tunes hat. So thanks so much. All right, I have a set of CDs back here. I bought like 120 CDs, and I kept maybe 40 of them. Ended up throwing away a bunch, and I took some. These are loose CDs, and I took some in a package, you know, like a lot of rock ones together, and took them to the booth. Actually, they weren't rock; they were country that I took to the booth. And then I made a lot of the rest. I paid like $5 for all of it, and I got a ton of CDs for myself. And then I put this in a loose lot and sold like 30, I think, or so together. They don't sell really well, but I want to get my money back, and I have a bunch of free CDs, and I made some profit off of it. So I put them right here. It's just a little CD lot. You can see, I can't remember how many there are, 36 or something like that. And they sold for $16 plus shipping. But like I said, I got 40 CDs for my own collection back there, and I put them in my little case. So that's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. We'll make like $8 profit, plus I get all the free CDs. Love it. All right, next thing is something I buy often, and you'll probably see a few sets over here. I like buying these Left Behinds. And this was a full set that I bought. I was fortunate enough to find a whole set at I guess it was like a fundraiser at a Christian school kind of sale. And everything was bundled together. They gave me one giant price. And so, I mean, I probably paid 20 some bucks for everything I bought that day. And these sold for 40 plus shipping. You'll see I've bought some up here that are new, I suppose new. But this whole set, $40 plus shipping. And these are the paperback versions. If you can find the hardback ones, you can get double that easy. All right, last but not least, I'm going to read this first because this was a viewer sale as well. Originally, I thought we didn't have many viewer sales, only 2 in a man, but there was 3 other viewer sales. So let me read this really quick to you. We'll send a picture of all the Halloween display once it's up. They bought some Halloween stuff. The salt and pepper shakers are for my husband, Adam, because he loves dachshunds, or as my wife calls them, dash hounds. What do y'all think? Dachshunds, right? I bought an Animan even though I already have one. I felt like keeping him one in my car. Oh my goodness. So thank you for your channel's content. I learned so much from both of them. Claudette, Basement Treasures. All right, so first things first right here. There you go. Some salt and pepper shakers right there, which they've been up there for a while, so now I have an empty spot. I got to find something to put there. And bought these two right here, Spooky Storm and Ice Cream. $1 a piece for these. I paid $1 for this right here. So I can't remember what the total was. And that reminds me, I'll have to do combined shipping here. I don't think I've done combined shipping since I've been on managed payments. I would typically go to PayPal, so I'm just going to have to check that process out for the first time. I can't imagine it's that hard. You just do it through eBay. So, at any rate, and one last thing back here, of course, in the Curacao bin, and that is an Animan. So awesome. Thank you so much. All right, I sell these often. They're Electrolux horsehair duster attachments, I think is what they're called. And I sell, I don't know, 5 or 10 a year. And I usually pick them up. If I see them individually, I'll pick them up for $1. I don't like to pay more than that because they only go for $10 plus shipping. But, you know, that's around an $8 profit for something that's just a 5 to 7 minute deal, start to end. And that's definitely in my per hour price range for sure. All right, these continue to sell, and this went to Lynn, and I don't remember seeing a message, or I do remember seeing something, but it might have been from a previous day. Everything kind of gets jumbled up together. But Lynn, if you're a viewer, thanks so much. If you're not, then, well, you won't hear this. At any rate, this is the big one here. The other one's a replacement. This one's going for $9, and I'm into it for less than a dime. So it is a iPhone, iPod, iPad, touchscreen device cleaner, for what it's worth. There you go. Hey, just saw that we sold a small one as well. $7, I think, is what these are going for. And so it's a little less profit, but same deal. We're into them for 10 cents, and there was a bunch of them. And I'm the only one selling them on eBay, so they're selling okay at this price. I think I'm going to keep them right there, and in the end, we'll make around $125 to $150 off of them. Sold some steel mousetrap balls and sold this Vintage USA shirt. You know, now that I'm looking at this, I think this might have come from the Mount Plushmore sale. I think it did, because I don't think I would have bought this thing outside of a bundle deal, because it's a kid's size. It has the Olympic tag on it, 1997. This is, or 96. This is the Olympics from Atlanta, and it's a little 1992 date down there. So it's kid size, pretty cool, vintage. You know, I don't know how much of a market this stuff has. For kid sizes, it doesn't really. Sold for around $12. So I wouldn't have picked this thing up, but I think it was part of a bundle deal. So we'll take the money. Hey, having Animan, just 2 going out today. One going out to Kristen. Enjoy your channel. Always loved the saga of Animan. And now have an opportunity to share in the fun and pass him along as a gag gift. Cheers to happy hunting and lofty sales from a fellow Virginian reseller. So, Kristen, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And he is headed your way. All right, this one is going out to Walt, Norseman Treasures. A little Viking action there. I love it. I can't resist talking about the Vikings here for just a second. Actually, I'm not going to talk about it. I'll just say this, that I teach AP World, which just a couple of years ago was the entire history of the world. That's what the course was. And that is a monumental task to teach, you know, from the very beginning, whenever you think that is, till the present day. And that's what I taught. So the whole history of the world. And now it's changed to 1200 to the present. So we don't get the Vikings at their most Viking-y. I know that's not a word. We get the muted Vikings. We get the Christianized Vikings, the Northman, the Norseman. We don't even get William the Conqueror. We get after William the Conqueror, which is a little bit boring, to be honest with you. You know, the craziest folks we get from 1200 to the present are the Mongols, which, you know, they're kind of crazy in their own right. So at any rate, I'm a big fan of your show, buddy. Keep up the good work. I've learned so much from you and really appreciate your help in sharing your knowledge. Thank you, Walt. I will say one more thing. My kids do homeschool, and they have just read about Eric the Red. So at any rate, thanks so much. We appreciate it. All right, I don't know if I've showed you Reagan's little clip or not. She made it yesterday, actually, because she's busy today, and that's okay. And so she sold something out of the CommonwealthPicker.com store and a Homeschool Hustler store sale. I might have already put it earlier on the video. If I did, then I'm going to say goodbye from in here, and you'll see a little clip at the end of the show. If not, we'll head back out there and check that out. And we appreciate you coming by. Thanks to everybody for supporting us, for supporting the program, and we'll see you next time. All right, it is me and Reagan here, and we had something sell out of the Homeschool Hustler store, and I'm going to read that, and then something sold out of the CommonwealthPicker.com store. So I picked this one up at a garage sale, Reagan, and it was just because the guy was nice and talking to me, and I needed to pick something up. And so this was $1, and I picked it up. It didn't sell for much. It sold for $5 plus shipping, but it went to a viewer, which makes it really cool. So my wife, Kathleen, wanted me to order this from the kids. We enjoy watching how they're involved with the business, and especially how you teach them to spend $1, save $1, and donate $1. God bless your business and continued success, Larry and Kathleen. And what do you have? Thank y'all. And what do y'all have from CommonwealthPicker.com store?
A blue T-shirt.
T-shirt.
And they said, I sure love watching your family at work. Thanks, Kevin, for the Flipper channel. And Reagan, thanks for keeping the store running smoothly.
And that is Stephanie.
Yes, thank you.
From Georgia. So thank y'all so much.
Don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
All right, thank y'all.
Bye.
All right, Reagan's over here packaging a shirt up, but this one is going out to Sean. This is a Commonwealth Picker. It's a one-of-a-kind here, Sean. And it's a little big, so there's a little tie thing in the back. So at any rate, and Sean has a YouTube channel and an eBay store, and it's Bargain Resell. I think Bargain Resell, one word on eBay and 2 words on YouTube. I think that's right, Sean. Hopefully I have that right. You can put a comment below, and we'll maybe pin it or something for you. So thanks so much. And this one for $15, Reagan, plus shipping. I was just looking around for something we could sell that we could take all of the proceeds. You know, all the shirts and stuff, $1 goes to our charities. 2 right now. 1 to the Friends of Bedford Animal Shelter, and then 1 to, of course, St. Jude. So we're doing that. But all of this is going to go to the Friends of Bedford Animal Shelter for our little cat. What's the cat's name again?
Dobby.
How do you spell Dobby?
D-O-B-B-Y.
And that's from what?
Harry Potter.
And let me tell you, the viewers really like Dobby. So at any rate, thank you, Sean.